that introduction and for having me. It's extremely exciting to be here to present our recent case study with Kinetic Canada for Mazda. What many people don't realize is that I actually started my career at McCann in automotive and have always loved watching the innovators in automotive marketing. Both a B2C marketer for 20 years, I transitioned to B2B as I felt it was important for tech companies to speak the same language as marketers and agencies. Really cut the jargon. The Mazda campaign was run through their incredible out-of-home specialist agency, Kinetic. Hivestack has a special relationship with Kinetic as the largest programmatic digital out-of-home buyer in Canada via Group M. Kinetic and their sister agencies access, white label, and utilize Hivestack as their only DSP for programmatic digital out-of-home buying, not only in Canada, but Australia, the UK, and Germany. Now, let's hit the road. Mazda has always been at the forefront of marketing and media innovation, and out-of-home has long been a brand play for not only Mazda, but automotive companies worldwide. This campaign was around Mazda's 100 years of breaking new ground, really a 100-year celebration for them. And it was also 100 years of great performance marketing. As I mentioned, Mazda has always been innovative in their creative tactics, utilizing unique and creative ways to showcase product innovation, design, and driver desire. I really love this concept that they did in the 90s, highlighting key product features in a fun execution by using sticky notes all over the board. They utilized contextual creative in the very, very early days. So you can see here as an example with this action-oriented board. It was created and put in the Hollywood Hills, clearly targeting an audience that lived in and around the area and worked in the industry. And then digital started to also become a huge opportunity for automotive brands like Mazda as consumer habits changed. Mazda pivoted to digital faster than many car companies. They were really bullish on digital and programmatic, shifting dollars and taking a three-pronged approach: test and learn, utilize technology, and follow the customer journey. What they found is that customer habits were changing rapidly, with over 75% of car shopping had shifted to online, with in-dealer visits before purchase lowering significantly. Where the automotive consumer used to shop around 4 to 5 dealerships before making a purchase, with the fact that they were now doing their primary research online, they were finding that consumers were only going to 1 to 2 dealers before making that very large and important automotive purchase. This is where the opportunity for programmatic digital out-of-home is really proving success for Mazda, even amidst a pandemic. It's the perfect chance to build and customize audiences, utilize contextual creative, and integrate performance and brand metrics. So let's get to the campaign Mazda ran with us from the end of June through October across Canada. The primary objective for Mazda was to drive top-of-mind awareness or memorable inspiration with Mazda's living segment. Mazda's audience segments are crafted with their partner Envirotics, and this campaign really brought brand and demand together. We also added metrics around their shopper KPI to drive dealer visits and footfall as a secondary objective. It was a special year, as I mentioned, with their 100th anniversary, and the campaign was set up across June to the October period as we created custom audiences for them, which I'll go through on the next slide. It was a national campaign across Canada. It also added in a brand lift study, a foot traffic lift study, utilized, as you can see, both video and static dynamic creative, and those custom audiences. So let's dig into it. Working closely with Kinetic, Hivestack built custom audiences specifically within the platform, targeting various user segments across both their CX-5 and higher-end CX-9 model. The first audience obviously was that mass and really broad audience for automotive. The second was a lifestyle audience using both geolocation, household income, consensus data, and mobile ID data. The third, fourth, and fifth audience groups here were very specific. They utilized both geofencing and mobile IDs to target Mazda enthusiasts or devices observed at a volume competitor's dealership. So for number 4, that would be dealerships like Kia, Honda, or Toyota. And for the 5th audience group, it would be those luxury competitors like Lexus, Audi, and Mercedes, and even BMW. And we really analyzed the IDs that were in and around those dealerships over a period of 7 days. So to describe what this means, MAID data is a mobile advertising ID. It's the unique identifier that makes it possible to collect data outside specific mobile customers' behavior. To go slightly into the technical, but still trying to wear my marketer's hat, Hivestack uses that the mobile ID data to identify which customers are physically in areas of interest, such as those car dealerships like Mazda or their competitors. The platform then assigns scores to digital out-of-home screens based on which mobile IDs are observed in concentration around those screens. Hivestack's bidder, the core engine of our DSP, programmatically bids on open RTV bid requests from SSPs where there is a higher concentration of those made or mobile IDs around the screens. Adding on the brand lift study for Mazda, we really allowed the campaign, to bring performance and brand metrics together. On this first slide, we see a 7% increase in ad recall, a 21% lift in aided ad recall, a 24% lift in brand perception, and a 3% lift in brand behavior. What I love about our brand lift studies is it's not just a report or an Excel spreadsheet, it actually is a dynamic report within our own platform that brings the whole campaign together. And here is Hivestack's measurement dashboard. Hivestack analyzes movement patterns of the exposed group and compares the visitation rate to Mazda dealers to the control group visits. Moreover, the dashboard allows Mazda to drill into each location and identify how each screen contributed to the overall lift numbers. As you can see, some screens drove more lift than others. And here's a sneak peek into some new work we are doing in the future. Our platform will learn while the campaign is running which screens will be driving results and bid only on those screens. We call this bid optimization. The concept exists in programmatic today, but this will be the first for programmatic digital out of home. So to the results, the platform found that 28% of the control group visited a Mazda dealership. At the same time, we saw 67% of the exposed group visit dealerships after being exposed to programmatic digital out-of-home ads. And a little slow on my slide, but this means that Hivestack platform drove a 30% lift in dealership visits. Pretty impressive. Even better, working together, Kinetic and Mazda used our custom audience data with their addressable TV partner Finecast to reach in-market audiences at the purchasing stage during quarantine. Finecast is the leader in addressable TV with access to every major broadcaster in Canada and beyond. Their own results showed an 8% increase in unaided brand awareness and 11% increase in future purchase intent. By adding Finecast to the campaign across both programmatic digital out-of-home and addressable TV, it became one of the first truly omnichannel campaigns grounded in programmatic digital out-of-home and location-based targeting. I think you can hear not only from my passion as someone who started their career in automotive marketing, but the innovation and results are pretty incredible. With a fairly substantial budget, the campaign exceeded impression goals by 21%. We delivered more than 50 million more impressions than the target. And as you heard in the slide above around the results, we had a 30% lift via incremental walk-ins. And what says it more than anything is the sales and revenue driven by Mazda Canada through October with record sales, even amidst a pandemic. We're excited to see what's next for our partners and Mazda as they continue to lead in marketing innovation and programmatic digital out-of-home. Watch Hivestack for more information. Thank you so much for having me today, and I look forward to seeing you all soon.